Generationally, there was a lot of addiction, abuse, physical, mental, sexual abuse that wasn't talked about. And so when some of those things happened to me, my parents did the best that they could, but they in turn really suppressed all of that and asked me to suppress all of that. Hi, I am Angel Metzger. My mother was 16 when she got pregnant with me, which led to being married twice and having her fourth child on the way by the time she was 21. My childhood was pretty interesting. I had very young parents, but after her and my dad separated, who I call my dad, I should say, that's when things start to really get rocky in our family. Don't get me wrong, my parents and my family were very loving and caring. My parents just did the best they could with what they knew based on how they grew up. So when I was 5 years old, I had a baby sister that died from SIDS, and I still have sometimes night terrors about that, and that was a very traumatic event for our entire family. I was molested by a babysitter, by several babysitters as a child, and when I disclosed to my parents, I was given a spanking. I was told never to share that and grounded. When my parents separated, I was a teenager, and my mom's boyfriend raped me. And again, when I finally disclosed about that, I was pretty much shunned out of the family. Nobody would believe what I was sharing. And so eventually I just moved out on my own. So I've lived on my own since I was a teenager. I went on to college, I got married, and we had several miscarriages in our life, and that really tripped me up and triggered a lot of that past trauma. It made me question my faith. And so those traumatic events just had so many things that really could have sent me into a spiral of the same patterns that my family saw. I'm so thankful for those who showed me patience and grace in the moments where that trauma and those responses didn't look good on me, and who walked with me through the transformation of God really speaking to my heart and showing me how much He loved me through being able to forgive my parents, to forgive the people who hurt me. It was a lot easier to forgive the man who raped me than it was to forgive my mom, because I recognized that she wasn't a bad mom. She just didn't know how to move forward with my pain and the trauma that happened to me, because she had never done that for herself. And through the therapy I received, through prayer, through digging into my Bible and seeing how much God loved me, I was able to really change my heart towards my family and having redemption in not transferring that to my daughter and to my son, and now through foster care, another daughter who I've always had a heart for since she was a little girl, because of the trauma that she's been through. And because I've healed, I'm able to walk with her in a way that I get to share with her how much she is loved as she is adopted into our family. And we know that that's not a sprint, it's not just a finish line, it's a marathon of unconditional love that I'm so thankful for, in how God has just transformed my life to be able to not only love those who are hurting, but even loving those who have hurt me.